att lära sig hur man får igång skogsbruk och hur man kan använda virket. Och under förmiddagen så var gruppen i skogen utanför Lenhovda för att lära sig att kapa träd. Dan Johansson, du är skogsägare i Lessebo och kurshandledare. Hur går det för dem?
Jag tycker det går jättebra. Det går mycket över förväntan. Och jag hade förmånen att få vara på Island en vecka i höstas och bekanta mig lite. Och jag trodde att de allmänna kunskaperna skulle vara mycket lägre. Så jag är riktigt imponerad av dem.
There's a lot of Danish svenskap. So I think though we've got the general idea, and what we want to find is like how we can split the tree to get as many logs as possible. The main part is just when like one log class stops, we have to do our little calculation, and then for the next part we'll measure the size and volume for another log grade. And then once we run out of log grades, it's mostly pulp grade at the very end. Yeah. So I think it's going well.
Det är ju en gård där uppe och till den gården hör det ju åkrar. Så det har ju vuxit igen. Så det här var ju givetvis en kantzon också då.
Okej. Lite extra ut.
Ja, så den skog som man ser bortanför det är ju första generation. Hemsk skog har det varit där.
5% of trees in a stand will never go up to the straight or go over to the right hand. 5% will remain left. Spiral grain less than 4 degrees. If you check the angle, less than 4 degrees will remain. Also boards, wood, planks and boards with a spiral grain from logs with a spiral grain less than 4 degrees will remain straight. I don't agree totally with him because it is also like Björn said yesterday. It depends on how low you will dry it. If you dry it to 18-20% with normal drying at the sawmill, maybe it's straight. But what happens if you go down to 6%, 8%? Then it could occur some twist. But this one, I would say, it in normal case will remain straight.
Trees are not growing with the idea of becoming planks. The trees don't consider our sawmills. They grow to become as strong as possible to live as long as possible. So actually what the tree does is that it creates sort of plywood. They start with spiral grain to the left and then straight and goes over to spiral grain to the right. And that creates a cross pattern of the fibers in the trunk, from the center of the trunk to the surface of the trunk, and make it incredibly much stronger against winds and bending and so on, and splitting and everything. So it's really a reason, it's caused by the need of the tree to be standing a long time. If you visit north of where I live in Dalarna, the oldest living tree on earth, or one of the oldest, there are so many oldest living trees on earth, is a spruce that is between 8,000 and 9,000 years old, that is still growing. And in that area, when you look at the old trees and the dead trees, and you look at the spiral grain, it can be 45 degrees to the right. And that's extremely, extremely old trees, growing very high up in the mountain ranges and so on.
Das ist bitter. Noch ein bisschen. Ett kilometer. Repeat of interior.
18, 20, 22, 24 and so on. So, and this is matrix. That means if you can cut a long log, you will get more paid, you will get 15% more. And if you cut it short, you will get 37 in this case, you will get less, 15% off the price.
Wow.
And you're allowed to make 31s and use the same length correction as for 37. That means 85%. Here we can see something has happened. There's a small curve, and we have reaction wood here. We have low density. We have probably more juvenile wood, so it's a discussion. Is it something that we should think about for the sawmill? What has happened here?
I don't know.
Is it a big branch? You see here's some sign of an old branch, I should say. But you don't see it now, but it seems that something has happened there. Real men smell diesel and real men like that.
We'll see. Nej, det är fint.
I was just 13 years when I worked on this hill and started to thin the oaks and some other species, and at that moment I don't know how I thought and I don't remember, but it has been some, I would say, since the last 25-30 years I have had a clear strategy to get straight stems and keep water sprouts. Thank you. So each year I walk around here with a ladder and a small saw, and I climb up and clear the stem and walk on. So I have about 200-250 oaks like that. If you talk about other people who are better than me and have worked much longer with active oak management, the target diameter in chest height, as we say in Sweden, first height, is about 80 centimeters when they are mature to cut out. So this one is it is on a good way to 80 centimeters, but yes, we have no tradition of active oak management here. So if we have had oaks with bigger diameters too, but hopefully I live so long so I can cut that one and maybe some more. That red ring around the tree. You can see it through the branches, through the bushes, some small red ring down there. I would have said you could take the big pine and help that birch. It's a very good birch by Bjarke, just in front of Bjarke. If it isn't a curve from the other, so do you see a curve on that? Right?
Yeah, there's a branch that's kind of coming out from.
Okay, maybe.
What can you do with purpose?
Just for biodiversity, and maybe we don't want it because the nutrition is not so much because that's so much shade. It needs sunshine to taste good.